it's not a long train. We are here in Blackfoot, Idaho, the world's capital for potatoes. So this is our harvest toast for the night, and we are staying here overnight, enjoying the museum, gift shop, and the cafe. The Potato Museum is inside an old train depot with the railroad tracks running right beside it. We were parked by a train last night. Remember to come outside the museum and walk the path and see the old potato farming equipment. This is a 1950s potato harvester. Better than a pitchfork. At least it's faster. Stretch your legs and look at all this cool potato equipment. If you're here for the night, we are in the heart of historic Blackfoot, Idaho. Check out all the old restaurants and stores that line the street. So if you need a little dessert, remember to check out the candy jar and walk the streets of historic Blackfoot. This harvest host does allow for same-day scheduling. They are big rig friendly. They usually can host 2 at a time. You can run your generator at this harvest host. See the tracks? Think train. Nikita, are you thinking train? No? The Blackfoot Depot. Nikita likes watching the trains go by. Is he going slow enough? Oh, you're right. So we've been watching back up and go forward all morning long. Welcome to the potato capital of the world. So we went from the gift shop to the museum, and through the door we can exit right into the cafe where we had them hold us 2 baked potatoes. We're gonna head on in and get us our potatoes. And you better go look up there and see how you want your spud made. Here you got the topping of the day, chili cheese potato, full bar topping, butter, bacon, cheese, sour cream, chives. You can also get fresh cut fries, crispy tater dollar, golden tater tots, jalapeno tots, cheesy tots, waffle fries. We have an Idaho spud potato candy, the candy bar that makes Idaho famous. So we chose a loaded baked potato. Well, a potato, but they have all kinds of toppings on them, right, Fred?
They do.
We chose chili and cheese. The thing about the potato is if you want a baked potato, come in early, put your name on the list, make sure they're nice and fresh, and tell them when you want them.
Takes 2 hours.
Yeah, at least 2 hours.
This is a fork and knife potato right here. I'm telling you, I'm digging in. I did expect bigger. I've been to Texas.
I think Texas uses Idaho potatoes.
Guess not. They use Texas potatoes. They're bigger. Don't tell them, these guys.
So is it good?
Potato is perfectly cooked. Chili's not bad either. And cheese, what can you say?
There you have it, guys.
We're kind of disappointed. Got 3 strikes on. Baked potato, it was okay. A little bit better with barbecue, the way Mary makes them. Love that. Pulled pork, excellent. French fries, not bad. It tastes a little undercooked, but they don't have any mayonnaise. So how can you do that? And then last but not least, and this is what really pisses me off, is you buy an Idaho spud, there's no potato in there. There are even some instant potatoes. Well, not too thrilled. Would I come back? Yeah, I want to try the vodka.
So you come through to the museum, straight into the gift shop. $6 to tour the Potato Museum. Fred, you need an Idaho spud shirt?
Not today, no.
Fred just wants a loaded baked
I
potato.
want the king of the spud. That's what I want. I want my tater.
Now I've seen it all. We have potato lotion. Yeah, like Mr. Potato Head. You can have a potato head beanie.
No.
Would you wear it?
No.
Didn't think so. Me either. Well, if you're into potatoes, they have just about everything you want. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, all kinds of memorabilia. What are you looking for? You can read about Klondike the potato, Master the potato, Paisley the potato, and Spuddy Buddy coloring book. What is it that you collect on the road? Magnets, stickers, shirts, shot glasses? show them the bag. Look, when you buy something.
Postcards. The kiddos are gonna love that. All right, Idaho potato shot glass. Perfect for your vodka. Dinner tonight, if we run out, we have instant potato. Just add butter, salt, cream, parsley, onions, chives. Oh, you should put some water in there too.
Today we're going to learn about the rich history of the most humblest vegetable, which is...
A vegetable?
Of course it is.
No,
You thought it was just a starch, didn't you?
I did.
We're going to learn about the potato.
So why in Idaho?
I know, but let's go find out. Why?
It has ideal growing conditions and an expanding network of railroads to secure Idaho's historic relationship with the potato.
I thought it was because Marilyn Monroe wore the potato sack.
That probably did more than any.
So apparently in Bingham County, they produce or grow the most potatoes, Fred. Potatoes are not grown from seeds, but they are grown from special potatoes cut into pieces that are called seed potatoes. 94% of all potatoes grown in Idaho are russet potatoes. The other 6% are red, gold, and fingerling. I love red potatoes. The rail lines connecting Idaho with the nation. 1895. The potato changed the world. If you want to find out, come up here to the Potato Museum. They have a whole display on it.
So this is a letter to Dan Quayle, dated June 16, 1992, telling him that they don't mind. He can't spell potato as long as he eats them. Oh, by the way, Idaho doesn't have an E in it either.
And here, I thought Fred was stopped here because there are vodka bottles under there.
Well, as a matter of fact, this is the only American-produced vodka strictly made from pure Idaho potatoes. How about that?
Was it the Glacier vodka?
Glacier vodka.
Do you think they have enough potato mashers up there?
Who mashes a potato? Well, it's got instant potato buds.
We're gonna go through these plastic things and see what's in the cellar. So if you want to learn how to potatoes go, come to the cellar. Those look more like peanuts to me. I feel like every place you go has to have something virtual. I'm driving a tractor.
Oh, nice.
I'm driving a tractor and harvesting potatoes. All kinds of cool machines to harvest those potatoes back in the 1940s. Now the tractor you were riding, or I was riding virtually, much more up to date than this one.
So was it red?
It was red.
Okay. This is the milestone potato cutter, used until the 1960s. Changed the farming of potatoes.
You know, when I went to help dig up potatoes, we didn't have anything like that. I used a hoe and I dug up the potatoes. So not only get you signs, you can have videos along the way. This is a self-guided tour.
Guiding myself. This way, Fred. It's a planter in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Plant potatoes. Potatoes don't come from seeds, they come from tubers. You know, like you take the eye of a potato off, plant it, and grow your own potato.
For the littles or you that like to experiment, there is a potato lab here. In the potato lab, you can play with Mr. Potato Head. Did you have a Mr. Potato Head growing up?
Everybody did. But we had to use our own potatoes.
That'd been more fun.
Because when you got them, you just got the pieces. You didn't get the potato. Heck with that. I want a potato launcher.
I know, that looks more fun. This was always cool. You can make your own potato battery.
So I'm getting rid of those lithium batteries in the van. I'm putting in a couple of potatoes.
There's technology everywhere.
This is a Spudnik loader over here. So this is so you can get your spud out of the cellar instead of using pitchforks, shovels. This little guy here take care of it for you. Save your back.
There you can see a new one working.
That's a nice shiny one.
Yeah,
Can I have one of those?
being pulled by a tractor.
We could pull it behind the van.
If you don't want to eat your spud on the inside, they have a nice little patio right outside the cafe. If you're a Harvest Host guest, you can come out here and sit in the cool of the evening breeze. Of course, they have old potato farm equipment scattered throughout the property. We are comfortably parked and ready to spend the evening. Our bellies are full. We've become educated in the history of the Idaho potato and enjoyed a little bit of Blackfoot Old Town.
All right, it's time for the Idaho Potato Museum Cellular Service Report. Well, first up we have AT&T at 45 megabits per second down and 16.8 megabits per second up. Second place, we have T-Mobile at 41.4 megabits per second down and 4.49 megabits per second up. Pretty close race there. And then last place, we have Verizon, 2.65 megabits per second down and 21.2 megabits per second up. I think there's a little throttling going on there. But anyway, you should be able to get something. The museum was nice and we learned a lot of cool stuff and had a pretty decent potato too. Not the best potato in the world, they make those down in Texas, but pretty good one. We'll talk to you next week.